Hello and good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Bob here. Welcome to week 10. Can you believe it? I'm sure many of you are excited to see the term come to a close. Okay, well, hopefully by now all of you have submitted your paper. I'm looking forward to reading those. A few of you, I posted that, a few of you hadn't turned in your paper, and so I gave an extension on that. And I've been getting requests from a few of you who want to resubmit your paper, who think you might see an opportunity here to improve it. And that isn't the reason why I extended it. I extended it to encourage those who didn't do the paper to get it in. It's going to be subject to a late penalty, 10% late penalty. But again, a few of you have asked, well, hey, can I, work on it a little bit more and resubmit it? I'd prefer that you didn't. If you submitted it once, it should be a good paper. I've looked through some of them. So far, they look pretty good. I don't see any major problems with any of them. So I asked that unless you really feel like you just blew it on the paper, to not resubmit it. This way, it takes the work off of me and it takes some work off of you. Okay, so that's said on the paper. Your discussion this week is what will the children say? And obviously what we're doing is we're looking ahead down the road to future generations, what your children are going to say about your generation. My generation, as we were coming up, we complained about, it seemed like we were just going from one war to the next. Our parents were in World War II, then Korea, then Vietnam, and of course, the draft was on then, and we were being forced to enter the military, as I was back in those days. And aside from that, we felt that our parents' generation was too materialistic. They didn't do anything about poverty, racism, women's rights. And so now, we look at what my children say about our generation, and many of the same criticisms, that we were too materialistic, that we didn't do enough, that maybe all we've done is divide the country rather than unite the country. And so the question is, what are your children going to say about your generation? So be creative there in the discussion. Now, finally, next week is your final exam. And you want to say hi, Shelby? Shelby wants to say hi. Hello. She can never resist the urge to get cat hair all over my clothes. Next week is your final exam. And one thing I want to point out is the due date on that is June 10th, which is Friday. So, unlike in the past, you've been able to turn it in on Sunday evening. So you only have, from Monday morning, midnight, if you will, till Friday to work on the exam. And it's not that difficult. I don't think anybody should have a problem completing the exam in those 5 full days. Absolutely, I cannot accept any late exams, so you must get it in by the deadline. And remember, the deadline is 11:59 p.m. Friday night. It's not midnight. So if you don't get it in by 11:59, if you don't click that submit button, I'll be chewing on my buttons here, you're going to be late. And I'm not accepting any late exams. I just cannot, and here's the reason why. I'm teaching a number of online classes, and I have to get all those grades in by this weekend. So please make sure you get that exam in on time. That's about all I have for you this week. Again, as always, I'm available if you need to send me an email or call or whatever you need to do. I'm always there for you. It's been a great term, and I will be talking to you all real soon. Thanks. Bye.